so much shit. I can't drop it 10 no more. No, I can't feel no more.
Good opponent today. I like to call it opponent.
Yeah.
It's fun. You know, I like to be able to debate with people respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Even if it could be a stranger, it could be a friend, you know what I mean? Whether it be on social media, whether it be in person, it's always good to get a different perspective. So I appreciate you for coming up here and sharing your perspective. So introduce yourself.
Thank you. I'm Khali Akira, and we met through Facebook and through mutual friends, and I got so many bones to pick with this man. But it's always respectful. Like, it's never on some like, you're stupid. You're this type
we're gonna get to your bone and pick with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Khali, like the first thing, like your background, like you know, I know you through a friend, and that's probably how we got connected on Facebook, and then we just start, you know, sharing perspectives about opinions.
Yeah.
You know, so but what's your background? Like, what would people know you from, or what would I have to? What I should know about you that I wouldn't know? Like, what's your background like?
Okay, so I feel like growing up, I was just telling my friend this too. Like, growing up, you know, I'm from Plainfield, and how it be, it's kind of like, it's a city, it's an inner city. But I was always like the artsy kid. And yeah, I was always the artsy kid. And all my friends are like artsy people. And it just so happens that the artsy people are the ones that carry on longevity.
They're cool now.
And yeah, like,
it wasn't cool back then.
Yeah, we wasn't
they
cool
now.
back then, but like now we got like clothing brands, you know, we're artists, we're authors, this and that.
I can't even believe I be in the artsy crowd like me. Like,
yeah, so it's like the artsy crowd will bring you into crazy places. But yeah, so like I went to art school in middle school, and I got out of that because I was just a rebellious ass kid. Yeah, I'm still a rebel. Like, I'm a rebel. But
and me too. That's why I got my name, Double R.
Yeah?
Rebel with reason.
That's cool.
It is cool. It's like some revolutionary shit, like Malcolm
X
shit. I feel powerful.
Yeah, yo, Malcolm X. That's my man. You know he a Taurus too.
Yeah, I don't really get into like the.
Yo,
I did a lot of research on it, but I don't really believe in like the horoscope. I play around with the Sagittarius thing because a lot of stuff be hitting, but I just don't necessarily believe in it.
Yo, I wish I could give you a whole breakdown because it's not just your sun sign, like it's like your sun.
I be hearing a lot of things, man. It's interesting. You know what I mean? It's just it's almost like a religion, like you know what I'm saying?
No,
so
it is. It's
but what I will say is I know people live by it at some point in our history, you know what I mean? So it's something to definitely research. It's a lot.
Yeah, listen, look, the Rockefellers, they had an astrologer. And one of the most richest people on earth. So it's like, it's not something to like look at.
It ain't something to play with.
But
so
yeah,
is there anything more you want to share about your background?
Yeah. So like I was saying, I be going on tangents sometimes. I went to art school, then I went to Plainfield High, and that's whenever I started engineering for people. So
engineering what?
If you ever been to Plainfield High School, I don't know if anybody has, but we have a recording studio.
Oh, okay.
We have a recording studio program in that school. I'm not sure if we have it anymore, but
that's fire.
Yeah, and so I have friends, you know, like my little hood rat self. I have friends, and they're like, "Yo, I'm trying to rap. I'm trying to do this, and that," and they don't know how to work a freaking computer system. And I'm mad smart with that stuff. Like I'm amazing with computers. So I get on there, I start messing around with it, and I start recording my friends. They're like, yo, this sounds fire. Because every time they would try to do it, they'd be like, yo, I sound like I'm underwater, or like, I sound crazy, distorted. And I'm like, okay, I'm figuring out how to do this.
So you call yourself tech savvy?
I'm super tech savvy.
Not me.
Listen, that's me. That's
double.
Me. And so yeah, I would like record my friends, and that started when I was 15. And as time went on, I just kept learning. Then I turned 18. I graduated high school, and I went to school in New York for audio engineering. And then I graduated. And, you know, I'm young.
I don't think I never met a girl that went to studio for audio engineering. That's kind of fire.
Yeah, I'm about to tell you, it's a double-edged sword.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that environment is only 2% women. So imagine being in a workforce where it's only 2% women. Like, of course, like, men, it's a man's world. And then especially where you're working, like, no, like, it was like men just
man's world when women run it.
Yeah, but
so it was just talking about that. Like, my next subject was kind of like the industry. Like, so, like, talk from how you going from your background to how you get into like the industry and what industry, because so it's a different industry for people, and I've been in different industries too, so you could break that down like.
Yeah, I feel like with art you get anywhere. Like it's so many niche things to do in audio engineering that you'll probably have a job in Netflix doing like freaking Foley, like they pay you to make noises like that or some shit. But my main thing was recording artists and working in the recording studio. But what I loved to do was recording like live sound.
Yeah, that's fire. Like live bands.
Yeah, live bands and all that. That's because when you're recording a rapper, it's like you have the beat and then you have the rapper's voice, and that's it.
With all the instruments.
Yeah, when all the instruments, it just gets so complex, and that's like
get artsy.
Yeah, that's that's where it gets super artsy, because you have to figure out, okay, here's a drum. How are you gonna record the drum in the most efficient way possible, right? You gotta put freaking microphones here, right here. Like, it's crazy things like that. That I just prefer.
I wouldn't have no clue.
Right, because it's engineering. Like, it's called engineering for a reason. But yeah, I forgot what we were talking about.
No, we're talking about the industry, like just the industry in that part or whatever.
Oh, yeah. And as I was saying, so recording artists, and then, we're like in the New York area. So people are super abrasive. So as a woman,
aggressive.
Abrasive.
That's a New York. That's just like a New York thing, right? You don't think?
Almost definitely.
Maybe just a kind of East Coast thing,
it's
but
a
little more prevalent in New York, right?
Yeah, it's a northeastern thing, because you go to fucking Boston and it's like they're
a little aggressive too.
Yeah,
Italian. I met some Italians that ain't chumps, man. Yeah. Like, they ain't pussy. Like I ain't like it either.
No.
But it was cool to just meet people that, you be like, he ain't no punk.
Yeah, he ain't no.
You wouldn't expect it just because you never been there, or just you might not have a certain look that where people look like that where you from. So it's different.
But it's crazy because in America, right, we really have like our subsections, and I feel like every hood in the Northeast looks the same to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
I would say like Philly, Baltimore, DC, New York. To me, they all look the same. Brooklyn.
Yeah, they all got Martin Luther King Avenue and shit.
Yeah, it's so funny. I know, like to yourself, like just not being black, and just like, because most of the inner cities is majority black, just to see that, because you could really like point that out and like say it, because it's not really a culture. Even though it kind of be a culture once you get involved, once you be there.
You're not wrong about that, because
it's like I one day I was I don't watch TV or nothing, so I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I was just walking. And I see and the reason I even knew it was a Colombian fact was because it was Dre. Because Dre and Dre be representing. He was just talking about Colombian stuff. So I'm like, damn, why the Colombians is wild? I'm like, this probably like a couple months ago. So I guess they won the FIFA or something. Yeah. Something like that.
Oh, and Elizabeth.
I'm like, I'm going through Elizabeth. It was from North Elizabeth back to here. And I'm like, this got to be some gang shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Then I'm thinking, like, they really happy. They're not even mad. They're happy. I'm like, this gotta be like, you must have got independence. So what the hell is going on?
I had no clue it was the FIFA.
Because I wasn't watching TV, but then it gotta be like a FIFA or something. Yeah. Like, that's when they clicked in, and I'm like, they was so. I never seen people happy like that. Like, so it stood out to me. Yeah. Like, what the hell is all this? First, it scared me. Yeah. And then I started embracing it. Like, damn, they hugging me. They giving me fives. I'm like, damn. Like, what's up? But it was dope. It was dope to experience that, and I had to understand it. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's how. Well, okay, so I was born in California, right? Yeah. Moved to Jersey when I was like 6. No, I was 7. And the hoods in California are different, because it'll be so many Hispanics, right? It'll be so many Mexicans, and you got your Mexicans right here, you got your black people right here, and it's kind of like separated, right?
Yeah, segregated, heavy.
Yeah, most of the time. But here it's like different, because like I grew up with black people. Like,
it's not so racial on the East Coast.
That's how
down south and west.
Yo, down south is bad.
Even like you talking about like prisons and stuff like that. That's how it is. They go more of like race. Oh, like, really? Even in prison, like, you kind of fall in line with your region. But then in most time, it end up being like race.
Oh, I ain't never.
I learned a lot about prison.
Yeah.
So
I be watching Orange is the New Black, so that's like.
Don't.
I know it got nothing to do with it, but it was one episode, right? With the lady was like, oh, like, us white people, we're gonna stick with our white people, and the Hispanics, they be over.
That's how it is. That's true. Now I seen a couple. I ain't watched TV in so long, but that show old, so I seen it before.
Yo, that show is.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. It was good. It was good. So it does depict a lot of things that happen. But I wouldn't. That's a woman's prison, you know. So, but
we went on a tangent again. Yo, I do this so
look,
bad.
my next subject. Nah, that's how it is. This is what podcast is about. Maybe like, being attractive. Like, you feel me? Like, how does it it could be in the industry, being at work, being in the gym. That's something we talked about. Like, you know, I feel like I'm attractive, you know, not because I say, hey, I'm attractive. They treat me like I'm attractive. I feel you attractive. You know, I know you're a married woman, respectfully, but, you know, we work together in film. So sometimes we pick attractive people or different type. We pick all shapes and colors because we want all different vibe and realistic. So I feel like you're attractive personality more than anything. So, like, how does it being attractive, like in the industry, like like you said, in a work environment where it's 2% women, how is it in film, like working with people, or if you did any modeling or stuff like that? How is that, you know what I mean, being attractive? Like, when we speaking to the women and we speaking to men, like, how you move around it? Like, how do you do that?
Yo, that's a good ass question. I'm gonna tell you that, but
Thank you.
I've been in multiple areas of art, you know, like music, modeling, this and that. And being attractive, like I told you, is such a double-edged sword. And, you know, I'm probably not everybody's cup of tea, you know, but like being conventionally attractive, it was so hard. Like, it was so hard. Engineering in the city where it's mostly men and I'm over here fucking 18 years old. You know, like, I literally have had the worst experience, like, with sexual harassment and like how men above me had treated me, and not just men above me, but like men that would like rent studio time, you know, like I'm over here being the engineer and like they won't speak to me, or if they were speaking to me, they were like speaking wasn't respectful at all. And it's like, yo, you don't treat like.
Do you feel like women go through, like, especially in those environments, is it bad? Like,
I feel like it was bad, and I had to get out of that environment because when I had my I had an apprenticeship, and this was the last studio that I went to, and that's when I was like, yo, I cannot fucking do this shit no more. When this guy, he's like, okay, you want studio time, you're gonna need to, like, you know, like do some stuff. I was like, yo, what? I deadass got my degree for this. Like, no, I'm not, like, I'm not doing this shit.
So I trying to solicit you, like, for some.
Yes, yo, cool, like, yes. And it's so
Does that happen a lot? Does it happen a lot? Like, I'm trying to give a perspective as a man because, you know, with women be aggressive too, and they be coming crazy. But as a man, you kind of like, a man can handle himself. Like, what can a woman do to you? They gonna take it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some probably do, but a man can handle himself. Like, it's more verbal.
No, not every man can handle himself.
Not every man. Yeah. But I would say majority more than women. You're not scared.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, I get sexually harassed a lot, but I kind of like shake it off. I play it off. You know what I mean? But
no, I do feel like women be saying some things, especially older women. They be saying some things, and I'm like,
mature women, they tell you, I want you. I want you now. You know, that's why I say it's more verbal for men, but I know for women, a guy can be all touching up on you. Like, a woman could touch a boy. I'm like, get the hell up off me. Like, I don't want nobody touching me.
Yeah,
but if a guy grab you up, it's like you can't push him off you. It's kind of like you
or you'll freeze up or something.
I don't got no fear. Like, so if somebody was to grab me, my initial reaction is just to react. Yeah. Now, some people's initial reaction is to freeze. Or you get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just going by what I see in women movies, and that's I really want to know the perspective because I got 3 girls, so I want to know, so I know how to prepare them, so I could, you know, but
I feel like as a woman you can never be too prepared, you know. And
so how would you prepare? Like, because we talking about being attractive, we talking about how you had a bad experience, you got out of that environment. So how would you prepare, like, if you had to go back in that environment or for other environments? How would you prepare? You know, do you turn down your attractive?
And that's something that I try to do. Like, I would try to go into a studio with, like, even now, like, I got baggy shorts. I mean, baggy jeans and Timbs. But as a woman, sometimes your figure is always gonna show. Yeah. So I'll try to wear baggy stuff, and it don't matter because, you know, people will see your face or people will see your smile. And that's crazy. That's something like, I don't want to bring religion into this, but like that's some of the reasons why sometimes women cover themselves because
Absolutely.
a man's temptation.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's like
And a woman's temptation.
but mostly it's a man's temptation, you know? And
that's what it's for, right?
Like why does it have to be like that? That's just the world we live in. So yeah, I would try to like ugly myself, and then I'm like, yo, why am I ugly
doing this to myself?
Like, why am I doing this to myself? Like, no, like it just, even though that was one of my passions, it didn't seem like the best fit for me and my mental health, right? So then
I like how you said that. Like that was like a real honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just be for real. I was
evaluation of yourself.
Yeah.
I like when people do that. Like it just, it's a
no,
I'm
very self
aware.
I'm very self-aware.
Self-reflective too.
Yeah, because I have a lot of time to like think to myself. I love speaking to myself because you know, like you gotta love yourself.
Do you think
gotta.
It's crazy. Like
yo, I'm crazy. Like my husband will tell you, like, yo,
shout out to the husband.
Yes.
That knows she crazy and still married her. Shout out to you, my dude.
No, that's one of the reasons why he was like, yo, that's one of the reasons why I had to marry you, because it's like,
yeah, he probably a little crazy too. I'm crazy too. I gotta find me a crazy woman. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What kind of crazy though? Because it's different kind of crazy. Man.
Yeah, there's most definitely, but it's passion. You know, that's what it is. It's passion.
That's crazy. I'm a passionate person.
Yeah, and
that's
sometimes
crazy.
People would think that's crazy, but it's really not.
Nah, it
That's
crazy.
just
no,
personality.
That's why they tell me I'm crazy, because I'm passionate about what I'm. If I'm passionate about what I'm speaking about, it's going to appear that I'm crazy because I'm willing to go to the fucking end.
Yes.
That's how passionate I'm willing to go to the end for what I believe in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I guess that is crazy.
Now back to what we were saying, because I don't want to go back into a tangent. Like, yeah, it was just not the best thing for me mentally, right? And I stopped doing that. And then what is so freaking funny, I got into the strip club.
It's even worse.
No, which is insane, because I always tell people, you know, at the strip club, I have guys being like, yo, you gotta suck my dick in order for you to like
is it because
level up or anything like that.
Is it because it was the type of club?
Nah, like my first club I worked in Elizabeth. Like it wasn't like it
it
wasn't like a gentleman's club. That was until like my last club. I worked at a gentleman's bar. Like I worked in every type of club, you know.
And you said it wasn't as bad?
And it wasn't, because, you know, like, at least there, like, men will know, like, yo, if I touch her a certain type of way, the bouncer's going to kick me out.
Yeah, so it's more boundaries, it's more protection.
Yeah, it's more protection. And, you know, everything is what you would want it to be, you know? Like, if you have your boundaries set that, yo, I don't do this, and this and that, then that's not going to happen to you. Unless, you know, you have a bad experience, because I can't speak for everybody that's been in the club. But for me, it was like I had my goals and my expectations, and that's how I left with them.
Do you regret like the club?
No, I do not regret the club. No, I don't think it's for everybody, because not everybody has like.
I think it's the lifestyle. It's not even like the club. It's the nightlife, which is
it's hard.
Everybody. It's a lot of things that go on in the nightlife. It ain't just dancers. So dancers is just part of the nightlife. The nightlife includes everybody that be out.
Yeah, you know, promoters, bartenders,
the
club
drug dealers,
owners,
gangsters, the hoes.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard to pick and select in that lifestyle, because which one are you? Sometimes you could be multiple things in the lifestyle. I don't really date in the lifestyle at all. Like that's just is not because of the stigma with it. It's because I was in the streets.
Yeah.
So I know it's in the streets at these time of nights. I don't even want to know more for myself.
No, my husband says the same thing. He's like, listen, you don't leave in the nighttime, because nighttime crazy shit be happening. And I'm like, yo, you're right. Like it does.
I gotta get out and look, especially if your husband in the bed.
Yeah.
Like if he like, look, I'm retired from that, or I got something else going on. I gotta come back out here and get your ass from out here.
Just in case anything.
If I gotta come out this house and grab my house, something happen, it's gonna be ugly, man. You know.
Yeah.
So that's protection.
It's dangerous. Like the lifestyle is dangerous. You know, I've had so many friends die from those type of lifestyles that is not worth it, especially now that I have a daughter. Like it's not worth it to me, you know. Like I'm at the point in life where like family and the family that I've built is the most important thing to sustain and keep safe. That, you know, like the club shit isn't anything. The way I was making money back then, even though it was, you know, fast, crazy money, like it's not worth it. Like I see my daughter and I'm like, yo, why would I lose you?
It's the lifestyle. To get that money, you gotta be into the lifestyle. You know what I mean? So, all right, we could get to what was your bone to pick with me? I don't even remember what it was.
Oh my God, I don't know if you guys have him on Facebook, but I'm pretty sure you ladies think that he hates women.
All right, we go. All right, so that's your bone to pick with me?
Yes.
All right, so that's on here. So all right, so now I know what your bone to pick with me.
And I know you want to clarify the air on that because you know you got to defend yourself. We got to bring out.
Nah, so you think I hate women?
No, I don't think you hate women. I think sometimes the way you say things about women come out wrong, and it would affect women.
And so, do it come out wrong, or is it wrong, or is it a wrong thing to say?
No, it's never a wrong thing to say. I don't think you should stay quiet about anything that you feel. You know, like if you feel a certain type of way, you say
it's not the right way to say it.
I think it's not the right way to say it because when you call women bitches.
Yeah, but I'm talking to the bitches.
Yeah, but it's like, come on now.
It is bitches. Why you gonna sit up here and say it ain't bitches out there?
Listen.
Respectfully.
Okay.
Now it's ladies out there. Y'all all women.
Yes.
You got ladies. You got skeezers, heifers, whores, and all that. Just like you got you know, y'all put us all in one. You see how y'all got all them different categories? When it's for us, it's just niggas.
You think so?
Yeah, salute my man over there.
Listen, I ain't even.
And I like him because he quiet. He quiet. He doing. You saw me move on camera. Yeah. He moved when I move. That's telepathy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever how you say. You know you smarter than me, girl.
Listen, I'm not English.
I ain't too good to get corrected on my own podcast.
Yes, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to.
All right, but let's get into that. Right?
Yes.
So now that I know what the bone to pick with me was, the next topic was double standards. Then do I have an issue with women?
Yes.
Right. So we're gonna save the double standards and we're gonna go do I got the issue with women first, right?
But first, what is a lady to you? What's a bitch to you? And what's a whore to you? What is it?
They ain't nothing to me. I don't fuck with those.
Oh my God.
I like ladies. So what I mean is, in categories, you know, women in categories. Y'all put niggas in categories. Y'all put, this is the food guy. This is the date guy. This is the guy with the money. This is the guy that's actually good. I just don't really like him. You know
what?
So
I never had that predicament though because I got married young.
But do you understand that a lot of women do that?
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
I be seeing it in shows.
I don't be trying to like pick. It's just accountability. Once we acknowledge that, move the right fuck on. It ain't nothing to pick with a woman and say, oh, y'all women do this. Let's stop acting like
it's not a thing. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because y'all is all right. So my issue with women is they don't take no accountability, and my issue really ain't with all women because I don't know all women. Yeah, I don't know Hispanic women. I know black women.
That's so bad.
I know black women.
Maybe you gotta like venture out.
That's what the way of the world might be telling me.
Yeah.
But you know, that's something that I gotta take accountability for and do. I gotta be able to say, well, I haven't dated outside my race. I haven't really gone to different things. I might have dated different socially and class wise, but at the end of the day, I love my peoples. You feel what I'm saying? And I love your peoples too. Yeah. I love everybody peoples. And everybody people should love theyself and love other peoples too. But I like to be traditional too.
Yeah.
But I'm learning sometimes you can't be traditional. And that's what I'm learning with my life coming out. So how I went and just how my life went and might have went the wrong way, I had to flip it back. So I'm not even traditional now. So I'm having a better understanding. I'm told like we into all these other things. I mean all these other different people. How I met you. How I mean all these artsy people. I'm not even tech savvy. We got all this stuff up here. I just own it.
You know what? It's probably the fact, like, there's this thing that we say, like, Sagittarius luck. And it's, like, just Sagittarius have it in them where, like, they just always fall in the right place, the right time. And that's just how they get their blessings, you know? So sometimes maybe you, like, always find yourself in those situations.
I do. I internalize it. I put myself in the predicament. I could... When you explaining what you're doing and you saying how you face certain type of thing, I could put myself in the predicament through my experience that can relate as best as I can to you.
Yeah.
Now, I can't never really relate to a woman and a woman's emotions. Yeah. Never.
No.
But I can relate to a situation you in because I know I could got myself up out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like a situation a man can help the woman get up out of, and the woman help the man get up out of the situation, because he don't know how to get out of his situation. And that's why a lot of men be quiet and go to themselves, because they don't know how to get out the situation.
Yeah.
And they saying, I can't tell her, because she probably don't even know.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? If she do know, and she got to tell me, it might not look good. But my issue ain't with women. My issue ain't with black women. My issue is with people that don't take accountability. Now, I directed it at women trolling because all y'all do is direct everything at men. So basically, I was trolling, giving y'all a taste of your medicine. I love women to the max. I damn near die for a lady, a random lady, just because that's what you're supposed to do. When I say I'm traditional, so I'm traditional in that aspect with ladies and women. As long as you behaving like a lady, as long as you acting like a lady, I can't do nothing other than treat you like a lady, or I'm out of pocket.
Yeah.
And that's why women don't get treated like ladies sometimes, because they don't behave like ladies sometimes. When you a lady all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Now, don't mean you don't fuck up. Just like niggas. These niggas is niggas. Niggas fuck up, but they get it right.
Yeah.
Why can't ladies and women, black or whatever they may be, do that same thing? Why is everything got to be the man?
I never think that way. Like,
maybe not you, but you be talking about. I don't necessarily think the way I say when I say what I say. I'm speaking for mankind.
Yeah, in general.
So, like, how I feel is we can't just keep blaming the man. But I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to say something I said on previous podcasts is going to come out. It is always the man's fault. Because the man is supposed to be able to have it under control. If you don't got it under control, you're supposed to be able to at least control your lady. Make sure she good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's some things men don't know how to do, and I'm learning how to do as a man, is be solution based.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More than just all the other
level
stuff.
headed.
You gotta have understanding of a woman. I didn't have understanding of a woman. I didn't understand a woman's emotions. So now I'm understanding women's emotions, and then I'm like, damn. Now I gotta learn. What do you do? What do you feed it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want ladies to understand that we don't understand y'all emotions.
Oh, most definitely.
So when y'all oppose us, it doesn't even register what the hell y'all talking about, because we don't have those feelings and emotions. Yes. So what women do is they make us understand they try to make us understand their feelings and emotions by saying fuck ours. So you basically turning men into bitches. You basically say, I want you to have feelings and emotions like this, and don't have the feelings and emotions like a man. Yeah. That's my problem.
Damn, I just feel like that's just such a bad thing. Like, it makes me feel bad, because in my relationship, like, it's never like that, because I understand, like, masculine, feminine, like, the energies. It's always gonna be like a yin yang. Like, and I feel like that's why, like, my husband, like, I give him so much props, because
what's your husband's name, man? Shout out to Mark.
I just don't be trying to have, like, my family on, like, online, because that's the most sacred thing to me.
Absolutely. I noticed that so Mark be hitting.
Yeah.
He got his name out there.
Yeah, yo. He got his name everywhere.
He got his name out there. It's so dirty.
But he's like my yin and yang, and I could never expect of him to have the same emotional intelligence. And this is what I tell him all the time. Like, you're never going to have the same emotional intelligence as me, and that's okay. But if I speak to you in words and in logical, then you're going to understand me better. If I'm like yelling at you, you're never going to comprehend it. You're going to shut down, and you're just going to be like, you know what? She's just mad. Like, let her cool off.
Remember we said earlier, like, I think we said that before the podcast kicked off. We said, like, it's like a man's world.
It is a man's world.
So it is a man's world.
It's just women
run it. Women run it. All ladies get what they want. I don't know a lady that don't get what they want, as long as they was a lady.
Listen,
like when I say it's a man's world and women run it, the only reason it's a man's world because it's ran on men's morals, principles, integrity. Yeah. And that's something women don't have at all.
You don't think we have integrity?
You have integrity as a woman for y'all thing, but you don't got integrity for all kind.
So why does a man have integrity?
So women have integrity. It's just my opinion. Women have integrity for them and theirs. You ain't gonna have integrity for everybody. That's what a man's supposed to do. A
But
man is
why would
supposed to
a
have
man have integrity for everybody?
because that's what a man's job is. When you say a man is supposed to protect and provide, so a
Oh,
man is
yeah.
supposed to have integrity and respect and
Uh-huh.
love. That's what integrity is.
Uh-huh.
The mental, the capacity to handle everything
Uh-huh.
properly as a man.
Mhm.
That's why women don't lead. Because
Mhm.
women don't do that
Mhm.
for everyone.
Uh-huh.
Let me give you an example I gave on my other podcast so we can move forward. I love women, but
Yeah.
let's move forward. But let me give you an example, right? When I walk out the door,
Mhm.
I think about me and mine
Mhm.
and them and theirs
Mhm.
as a man.
Yeah.
Other men that can't protect themselves, that can't stand up, that's weak.
Mhm.
I gotta do for them too.
Yeah.
You ain't doing for no weak man. You ain't.
No.
You might not even want to do for no other woman. I gotta get my kids and we out and my husband.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it don't even be the husband.
But isn't that me and mine?
Hold up, just listen. No, I'm not saying
Me
this.
and mine,
So
not
look,
mine's.
Yeah, me and mine.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes the husband might even be left out. Not in your case, but it might be.
Mhm.
Like, you might say, I gotta get my husband. Husband like, man, he all right. Do you get what I'm saying?
Really?
Do you hear the opinion
No,
I'm saying?
I
But
understand that.
imagine a man saying, yo, she all right.
But there's some men that
Imagine
do
a man
that.
saying, yo, they all right.
But there is men that do that.
It is, and that's why I said when I go out the house, I gotta be prepared for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he's saying that she and he leaving this lady right here, what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah.
Now she gotta come with me and mine.
You high and dry.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference between men and women,
Uh-huh.
and that's the difference between strong men
Mm-hmm.
and weak men.
Mhm.
Now you got women
Mm-hmm.
that are like strong men too.
Yeah.
I never take that from them. So
Yeah.
you got women that do lead.
Yeah.
You got women who do think like I just said.
Yeah.
And that's a masculine way to think, and that's a rough way to think.
It is.
You basically make yourself a sacrifice. So it's a lot of women. They ain't the majority of them.
Yeah.
But that's why them women is like superhero. That's why that's superwoman.
Yeah.
When she do that. When a woman is accountable and when a woman is strong and a woman got to control of her emotions, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Who is this goddess, this queen?
Yeah.
Because we have understanding that what you go through as a woman, we just can't feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm telling y'all, when I'm talking to women, I'm talking direct to you.
Yeah.
I'm talking logical. I'm talking sensible, straight, direct. Fuck all the beating around the bush and confusing and emotions. We getting right here. You don't want to be right here. So you're not going to go right there.
Yeah.
And that's, just say that.
No,
as a woman, if you don't look, as a woman,
okay.
just say it. Because if you don't say it, now you leave this person confused.
Okay.
With him, going, like you say, no emotional intelligence because you're playing mind games with a person who has no emotional intelligence. So what is a man left to do when a woman is playing mind games with his emotional intelligence negatively?
Yeah.
Or a woman putting her hands on him, or a woman doing things, what is a man to do? You're either going to fight or you're going to flight.
Or you're going to freeze.
Freezing or running is weak.
Yeah.
Putting your hands and doing all that shit is weak.
Yeah.
There's a small window for the strong men to squeeze through and wiggle out that situation.
Yeah.
And these women with the emotional intelligence that's playing on niggas that don't have none, that's what they do. And that's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Y'all playing. Y'all want to play and blame and I'm gonna get my way out of it.
That would
it's
be
corny
a woman.
it's corny because it affects.
But then that would be a woman without emotional intelligence.
No, that would be a woman. No, it's a woman with a lot of emotional intelligence. She's using it to manipulate. Just like a man uses his money to manipulate women to do what he wants. I want y'all to stop acting like y'all don't manipulate and y'all aren't doing bad things. Like, I just stop acting like y'all perfect. Stop acting like y'all perfect and everything is a man's fault. Everything is not a man's fault. It's not a man's fault. If you take accountability, the man is going to wear it. I cannot wear nothing for you if you don't tell me what happened. Yeah. Women are nothing but, it look like women are liars when it comes to serious stuff. Now, men lie about cheating and fucking and all that, which could lead to serious stuff like maybe STDs and all that. But women be lying about stupid ass shit just to protect their face. Yeah. But guess what? What the fuck am I here for if you gonna lie to me to protect your face? I'm here to protect your face. You tell me the truth and I'll wear whatever happened out there. Baby, I fucked up the money. I did this. You did what? I gotta go handle this shit. Yeah. You gonna get yours. I'm gonna talk to you later. Don't act like you don't know what happened to the money. Now I'm sitting here sweating. Now I'm gonna go do something else and I don't know where the fuck they come from. When you could have just took accountability, held it down, pointed me in the right way. And I no matter how mad I am, they can't do that. They can't. I feel like.
Hold
No,
you just made
one more thing. I feel like women
let you
can't.
speak.
No, this is the last bar.
Okay.
This is the last bar. I feel like women, maybe in a whole, have a hard time facing their funk. And I'm thinking insecurities. I'm thinking women emotions and all that. I don't have those type of emotions to look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? And my man acting funny. Yo, you a bitch. Stop acting like that. I feel like women won't tell their friends like, yo, you're fucked up. Your baby father did all this shit for you. I don't have a baby father. I'm suffering watching you. And they think men don't tell each other that. We do. We just fight, kill each other, and don't fuck with each other after that.
But y'all crazy.
Y'all hang with each other. Y'all do it and hang with each other. Like men, when we have beef, we don't fuck with each other. We kill each other. Y'all don't do that. Y'all just keep fucking each other over. And that's something y'all think y'all could do it to men. Y'all think I just keep fucking it, ain't no consequences and repercussions. If I fuck this man over, I don't know him, it's gonna be consequences and repercussions, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
If I fuck you over, it's consequences and repercussions. If you fuck me over, you could play your manipulating emotional intelligence and ain't no consequences and repercussions.
No, yeah.
And that's causing mental health issues for men. That's causing them to run. That's causing them to be bitches. That's causing them to change it to women. So I don't have a problem with women. I'm sorry. Anything you want to say to elaborate on that?
Yes, because you went on.
I had to go off. I had to get it all out. I got it all out. Now I can shut up.
You know what? I just forgot.
No, so we talking about like issues with women. You ain't forget the issues with women. I was just saying how like, you know, the.
Oh yeah. So for example, right? You're saying that women, we don't hold our friends accountable when they do fucked up shit, right? And men are the only ones that really do it because.
No, I didn't say men really do it too. Men don't do it all that often too because we know when we do it, what's the consequences and repercussions of it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So we know it's boundaries. You feel what I'm saying? But we ain't just allowing it. Like allowing it. We ain't promoting it.
Yeah, because I'm like, damn,
we might not even know about it.
Some of y'all have friends that are rapists. Some of y'all have friends
that's true.
that are
I don't.
Murderers that have done 7 kids with 5 different women, and I never see nobody get them held accountable.
That's true.
So I think it's not just women. I think that's just the people thing that sometimes people are like, well, it's not my business. I'm not gonna say nothing. Or, oh, it's my friend. I'm not gonna say nothing. Oh, you know.
I just told you what happens when we hold each other accountable, men. We fight, we never speak to each other again, and we kill each other. What do y'all? Hold up. Hold up.
I let you speak.
No, I just want to ask a question. What do y'all do? What do y'all do? What do y'all do?
Repercussions if you don't let me speak.
Look, just answer the question. Just answer what I said. What do y'all do? What's the repercussion? I just told you what men do when they hold each other accountable. What do women do when they hold each other accountable?
Honestly, sometimes we just stop talking to each other.
Yeah.
We never speak to each other again. We fade each other. It's not much situations where like we fight about
y'all
it.
Literally make niggas. Y'all say y'all niggas don't hold each other accountable. Make niggas hold other niggas accountable, and y'all still won't hold women accountable.
That's true.
Do you see the mental health that
but
you do?
I feel like that's for both. You know.
No, it is for both. But it's a lot majority women. It's for both. I agree for both. I would say both, and it's just my opinion.
No, yeah, it could be your opinion, you know.
It's my opinion. I would say majority women. It is both, but it's majority women because who's being held accountable? We always saying the man, the nigga cheated, the nigga did it. I don't think I ever been able to hold women accountable for anything that they do.
But you know
ever.
What's crazy?
And that's why I say black women, because I deal with black women, and that's why it might be specifically black women that we can't hold accountable because that's who the black man is having issues with. You get what I'm saying? And our community.
Okay,
so that's why I did
it. Saying. I see what you're saying because in my situation, in the Hispanic culture, you could have a fucking uncle that be touching kids and then nobody says nothing.
They sweep that shit. They do that in the black community too. Because I want you to know that they sweep a lot, and that used to, like in the 80s, 90s, and the 60s coming up. You couldn't even speak about. Don't even if it happened. Don't say nothing, and that shit is disgusting. You know that.
Yeah, but now even to this day in the Hispanic community, it's a lot of trauma shaming and victim blaming because men get the pass away, and that's in my culture, my community. You know,
to do what they basically kind of do what they want.
To do what they want. Oh, he beat his wife. Man, it's probably her fault. You know, she
And so
probably
that
said
kind of
some
play into
shit,
like double standards. Like, is there a double
Mhm.
standards? Like, I'm glad that you kind of went to that. 'Cause that
Mhm.
go on to the next topic, and we gotta move along. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up out of here.
Mhm.
But yeah, double standards.
Mhm.
Like, basically continue on where we was going because that's kind of the topic.
Yeah, and it's so sad because my niece came up to me one day and she was like, you know what, Titi, like, why is it that in the Mexican culture, like, the man can do whatever they want and nothing happens? And my niece is 10. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, like when my brother does something, like he never gets yelled at, but like when I do something, it's always a problem. And I was like, baby, that's just how it is. Like that's just how it is. It's machismo, and
Is
it's
it? I so you know, it's a stigma like with the
Mhm.
Hispanic community that like the men just take care of all their family,
Mhm.
just take care of everything.
I will say,
And is that?
Hispanic men, yo, they hold down 3 families.
But would you say? All right, so because I want to say this so
Mhm.
my community can understand.
Mhm.
You could hold down 3 families. Is it? But it's a different way of living, a humble living than how my community might live. You get what I'm saying? Or is there a difference in the way of living, or are they coming just like how we coming? Like, let me know. I don't know.
Honestly, I'm gonna speak for Mexicans.
Yeah, let's go. I like
You know,
Mexicans too. Shout out
because
to all the Mexicans.
it's different, right? A Mexican man, if you need to hold down 3 families, he will bust his ass. He will work 23 hours a day. You know, he will have his families, have his vices, but he won't have no time to take care of himself.
Mm.
And that's something that you probably see now a lot in Plainfield. That you see these men that work 6, 7 days a week for 23 hours, and then they come back and they get drunk as fuck at the bar.
Yeah, they be that body. I be seeing them
They be out on the street,
out there, laid
sleep,
out, and go
laid
right back
out,
to work.
and then go right back to work.
Yeah,
It's like airplane mode.
yeah, that's kind of
Do-
crazy.
So it's like Hispanic men, I will give them that they're amazing providers. You know, even in the Arab community, like
Yeah. I like Arab community,
yeah.
the Indian community.
Yeah,
Like,
you
they-
ain't never gonna hear no shit like, oh, going 50-50. Oh, she paid the rent.
That's that. Yeah, that's culture.
What?
That's culture.
I started getting gifts from guys when I was 5 years old in kindergarten. I had this little boy, his name was Brian. And on Valentine's Day, he gave me a little ring and a little toy bear and a rose. So it's like, that's just what I'm used to. And then I see on social media like, oh, bitches don't deserve flowers.
Yeah, I think all women deserve flowers. Long as you ain't acting up, you need flowers.
Yeah, but like, you know, if you're courting a woman, like guys are like,
courting a woman,
why
definitely
would
flowers.
why would I take a girl out to eat? You know, like
these
she's
dudes
not.
suck now in courting, man. Like, I don't even like hanging with niggas that like, you gonna court, you don't what? So what do? You gonna court your niggas and then talk greasy about a girl?
Yo, you know how many times I've done
I
seen
don't hang with niggas. I been stopped. I ain't hang with niggas since I came home from jail. I don't hang with
Yo.
niggas. I hang with a car full of women and pay for everybody before I hang with a nigga and pay for him.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't sexual. I hate with everything I be sexualized. When hang, I learned the most from women. Like that's why that's why I really be coming at y'all like too. Not really coming, but everything I know I learned from women. I learned how to clean myself from a woman properly. Cause y'all tell me what y'all want.
Yeah, that's true.
Why can't I tell y'all what I want?
No, you can most definitely tell us.
No,
what
I
you
can't.
want.
That ain't what these heifers want to say.
But sometimes it's how you speak to women. You know, if you expect women to speak to you in a certain way, like in a logical way, if you don't want her to speak to you like with too many emotions, sometimes you have to do the same.
And I think I think that's something I'm hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm
No,
rough.
but,
you know how you rough. I'm hard. Like I'm traumatized. I've been
and that's a great
member.
thing
And
that
what I
said.
And I tell them that. Like, I'm like, look, girl, I got PTSD and anxiety. Like, I want to be the best person I could be, but you got to be that to me so I can give you back. And when you give me that, I can easily give it back. But I gotta go because that's not me anymore.
But sometimes it's.
That's something I'm learning to deal with too.
Yeah, and sometimes like if you're getting into a relationship and the girl that you know that you really like, that you think is like the girl for you, if she's doing things that you don't like, sometimes the best thing not to do is to just go straight out the door, you know, because she doesn't know how you want to be loved and you don't know how she wants to be loved exactly, right? You guys all have different experiences.
But you gotta be willing to open-minded
No,
to
but
learn.
yes, you gotta be open-minded and you gotta be willing to learn your language just like you want to learn
vice
hers.
versa, and that could go for men or women, and that's basically what you were saying.
Yeah, because it goes like It's like this. It literally
But remember what I said.
like that.
You making, this is how I'm speaking from a man point of view. You're making men understand women's emotional intelligence
No.
while disregarding ours. You're turning niggas into females.
No, I just
Literally.
told you. You have to, just like how you want her to speak your language.
You gotta speak her language.
You gotta speak hers, right?
Or you gotta recognize that that
Uh-huh.
language is how can you say it when you can't decipher? You can't decipher that language. You need to maybe get away from it. It's a little too complicated. It might be work that you have to do on yourself to be able to do that, or work that that person got to do on themselves before they can be worked on. So it's like being able to recognize, you know, and that's what I'm coming up with. You know what I mean? But let's talk about.
And I feel like.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like your daughters, because you have how many daughters?
I got 3.
You got 3 daughters. Oof, Papa Bear.
Yeah,
I feel like
I must have been a Rolling Stone, huh?
Yo, you must have been like how many baby mamas you got?
I got 4 with a 4.
You got 4?
I got 3 toddlers. I had 3 in a year when I got out. You ain't know that? You ain't see you always saying about 3? I got 3 toddlers. I got 2 girls and a boy.
You got a boy?
Yeah.
I never know you had a boy. Oh my god.
They the youngest.
How old
But
is
they
he?
all was born in the same year.
How old is he?
They all 4.
They all.
They all turned 4 this year.
You got some internalizing to do, Papa
I
Bear.
mean, I did all that. Why you think I ain't had no sex? I only had
Listen,
sex. How did get
children
busy?
are expensive. You better not
Listen,
have no more.
Listen,
Like,
why you think I'm doing all this, man? Why you think we got we invested in all these businesses? Why you think
Yes.
why you think I changed it around to, you know, being more of a commercial, family orientated business?
Yeah.
That's something me and Mars had to sit down and really talk about.
Yeah.
Because Mars ain't got no kids. He young. He in the club.
you
I'm
know,
like, listen,
Mars
this
is
why
not young.
he young.
Mars is not young.
He young.
How
He a
old
young
is he?
man.
He's 30?
Nah, Mars, I don't
28?
think he's 30 yet.
28?
Yeah.
He like late.
If he had
20s.
kids, he'd be old. When you ain't got kids, it's like you 18.
You know,
When you ain't got kids and you ain't got kids, it's like you 18. Nigga,
You're not wrong.
you living.
Yeah.
So for him to, you know, have to buckle down and
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying, we could do adult content. We could have went there. Like we discussed
Which
it.
is fast
We
money,
which is
you know?
you don't think we discussed it? So discussion was
Mhm.
we gotta make it a family orientated business so
Yeah.
we can combine
Long money.
we can combine
Generational.
all our investments, we can combine all our resources,
Yeah.
and we can, you know, move as a conglomerate with everything under one, you know,
Umbrella.
umbrella. Not,
Yeah.
you know, under one fraction, or just on the same page. That's basically
Yeah.
what it is when we said we're gonna make it like that. So,
Yeah.
since you brought up my girls, like how you feel about like raising children, like that was our topic.
Oh, so I'm going to tell you about you first, and then I'm going to tell you about me. I feel like your daughters are going to teach you how to
They already are.
be. Yeah, they probably already
They're making me
are,
soft.
you know?
I'm only soft for my
But that's
daughters.
a great thing.
It's amazing.
That's a great thing.
I say that all the time. I say that. Like I put that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like my daughter, I learn stuff from my kids every week.
Yeah.
I teach them stuff and they teach me stuff every week. I'm learning. Even from my oldest. Like now she going into a preteen. I'm learning the
Oh my
emotions of a
God,
see, I'm like, yo, you ain't talking to me in months. You don't want to see me. Like I'm tripping out. I'm about to start throwing bombs. I'm about to say, yo, what the fuck is going on? Because I'm not emotionally intelligent to understand what a woman, and that's why I was beefing with her mom, because I'm like, you understand this? I'm a man. I never had a preteen daughter. I gotta communicate. I gotta know what the fuck going on. Or everything gonna blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Somebody tell me what the fuck going on. It's getting ugly around here.
Yeah.
But that's what you gotta understand from a father, a man, a protector, a guy that fucking was a gang member that been to prison, that got PTSD. You gotta give me something, baby.
Yeah.
And if she's too young to do it, that's what the parents gotta be able to do.
Yeah.
And I just give up sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying when it comes to that. But you know,
When you get angry and when you get to the point
I
of
just leave them alone. Look, and when I leave them alone, it makes it worse. They just attack. They attack. Like when you
Yeah,
turn your
because
back.
they want daddy there. They want
No,
daddy.
they don't want daddy there. Daddy's there on his own time. They want their own. They want a daddy. They want a daddy. They want to be able to see somebody bringing them flowers and coming and carrying them on their back. You see,
But that should have been your job
it
first.
could have been my job if they knew how to act, and it still could have been.
Who's they?
Whoever I chose to put a baby in.
Yeah,
That's
but
on
then,
them.
you're
Look.
blaming the
No,
daughter.
I'm not blaming my daughter.
No, but she does get the worst end of the stick if that
But
happens.
she gets the worst end of the stick because the other person ain't willing to compromise. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, even go to war. So
do you? I'm gonna ask you a real personal question.
Yeah.
Do you really think that's the case if you have had multiple women that you could have built families with?
Absolutely.
So you think
I
you're never
ran. I
wrong.
ran from those women.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't speak on why I ran from them
Yeah.
because then that would be putting them on blast.
No, yeah, of course
I
you don't.
ran from them and I never slept with them ever
Uh-huh.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Ever again. You ever heard of that? And
No,
once you leave,
actually, no.
never
That's
sleeping.
like,
Exactly. So do you understand
Mhm.
when I say passionate?
yeah.
And you understand when we doing all this business, you understand I just got out of prison. You
Uh-huh.
understand I understand what they thought of me.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what they thought I was some dumbass crip nigga that came home from jail that you could manipulate
Yeah.
with your emotional intelligence.
Mm.
But you didn't understand that I was very intelligent and I
Mhm.
was coming into my own emotional intelligence. I fuck around probably had a fucking a spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened to me. Had a spiritual awakening, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
during my sickness to where I just start seeing all the plays. I was running around selling clothes, running around going to work. I never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
When I stopped, I saw everything what it's worth. I don't want to be around that shit. When
Yeah.
I see you treating people nasty, I see you treating everybody.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
No.
I want to put my dick in that.
No.
You should. Why would you treat a nigga like that and then allow him to put his dick in you?
Yeah. No.
So it doesn't make you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I came home from jail. The tables was turned.
Yeah.
Bitches was niggas and niggas was bitches.
Mm-hmm.
So
When
niggas
did you go to
is
jail?
soft. I went to jail like 2015.
2015. Yeah.
So I did damn near like 3.5 years.
It was jail or prison?
Jail land. I did mostly county time, so I did half and half. I did
Mhm.
half in the county, different counties, and then half in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So
You think like
I
jail?
watched the tables turn in jail.
Mhm. You think it's like a time capsule when you're in there?
Absolutely, time freezes.
Yeah, I believe that.
It freezes. You know these dudes coming home like they can't. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Time frozen.
Yeah.
I thought ladies were still ladies, and it was still that. When I
Yeah.
came home, ladies weren't ladies.
Yeah.
They were men because of the economy, whatever they was going through in the last
Yeah.
5 years that it changed.
Yeah.
Ladies start running things. It's a man's world,
Mhm.
but women running it. That happened when I came. That happened, but probably before I came home from jail.
So you had a culture shock.
Absolutely. So imagine somebody who doing 5, 10, 15, 20 years, the culture shock.
Yeah.
So I
No,
had a
yeah, I
culture
can
shock.
imagine
So
that,
within
like,
a 5-year period, I had a culture shock
Mhm.
because everything stopped from the time you caught the case to the time you come home. Because when you caught the case, you
Yeah.
don't even know what's going on. I got a
Yeah.
big Fed case,
Yeah.
so I'm screwed. I'm facing 5 to 40. Then I catch a state case facing 20 years.
Yo.
So I'm facing 20 years in the state, 5 to 40 in the feds. I'm like, fuck it.
You
it's over.
exonerated from that though, right?
Yeah, I did all my time. I'm about to be
Wow. Don't the
at
feds
the
got
end
like?
at the I did their little parole, so I'm pretty sure they still watch me and all that, you know. But
Most definitely.
My record would be 10 years after sentencing. I got sentenced 2016, right before my birthday, 2016.
Yeah.
So 2026, my record shouldn't be able to be used against me.
Wow.
So I stayed clean. I got these businesses going.
Yeah.
So now I could be able to probably get into a nice career where my record can't be
Yeah.
used against me, plus my businesses, or I might not even have to go back into a career if my businesses kick back off.
You know what? It's nice that you're trying to like, not saying that you're trying to have your head above water, but like whenever you have even one case, like people just keep going back, don't know how to get away from that lifestyle, and the fact that you was facing almost like what 20 years.
Yeah, that was it. Like that was it. That was my chance to live. They say
Yeah.
I gave you a blessing of 2 different cases at the same time to come home in 40 months.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna play with my life no more. I made a
You ain't
decision.
gonna play
I
with that
I ain't
lawyer
gonna play
you
it
got
now.
either. Shit.
The lawyer was good. I fought for myself, really.
Yeah.
So I stopped. That's when I stopped watching TV and I started just hitting the law library. I fought for myself.
Yeah.
And my co-defendant, who was intelligent, and told me to hit the law library, and that was my journey. You know what I'm saying? I'm meeting all this. That's my
Why
journey.
not?
That's who I am now. You know what I'm saying?
If you're not in the process of making a book, you better.
I am. You know why I ain't make the book? I was writing a book in the first chapter. I'm writing it.
Mhm.
And I get like some Twilight Zone shit happen to me, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Funny taste in my mouth. Get some flashbacks. I get flashbacks of being molested.
Yeah.
Because I'm writing my first memories.
Yeah.
I remember when I was 5, my first memories would be fighting.
Yeah.
So I'm fighting. And then this shit just started feeling funny. Then I start doing research, and that's how people's shit come out. Like they get funny tastes in their mouth. And
Yes.
that was the first time that ever happened to me. That's the first time I ever realized I was molested.
Yes, yo, because your brain, like,
I'm 30, so that was like 2 years ago.
your brain will do whatever it wants to protect
I
itself.
still to this day can't see the faces. It's multiple different women.
Yeah.
Luckily, I ain't gonna say luckily, but it wasn't a man. I wasn't penetrated or nothing like that. It's men out there that have been penetrated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That probably could fuck you over. I'm lucky to not have been penetrated, but I just told you I was molested by mad different women.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like I was trained to please a woman.
Do you think
So
that
look,
internalizes you?
do you see my 3 kids in 1 year? Now, do you say do it internalized? So now, do you
Oh
understand?
yeah, hypersexuality. That's what happens.
And I'm not even a hypersexual person. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I realized I was trained because I don't fuck everything.
Yeah.
But I might fuck this 1,000,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to fuck everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't even me. I'm kind of sacred. I'm clean.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm clingy. Like I don't be playing around with that. So, but from what it looked like, even my babies being they separated by months. So I thought I was good. I just put a clip of like, yeah, I thought I was good getting tested. I ain't know I was leaving nothing behind.
Oh my God.
You feel what I'm saying? So I was fresh out of jail, and it was a bad mentality to have, and not taking accountability for that.
Yeah.
But I only got a few minutes left, so let's go through some more time. Let's talk about spoken third. How you feel about like your acting and spoken?
How you
third?
gonna go from like a deep ass conversation?
It was deep because we got
that literally answers some of the questions on why you feel a certain type of way about women. And
I don't think that makes me feel a certain type of way about women. I don't, as far as that, because I know it's real slight with women doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it might not be reported as much, and I don't think it affected me as.
It's a huge.
I know. I feel like I know it affected me as, like you said, hypersexuality. You know what I mean? It affected me as far as, it really affected me. I don't even. It got me getting deep. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like women. They bring this. I'm supposed to be bringing this shit out of you. You bringing it out of me.
No, I knew you.
Who podcast is this?
You was bringing the.
Well, now you gonna have to come and host and get somebody else because you ain't about to. You got me up here looking crazy. All right, so
I told you I really wanted to speak to you.
So all right, I used to be a woman pleaser. So it looked like resentment is really the end of being a woman pleaser. It's really the recognition.
Yes.
Of the truth into women.
And I feel like that's the state
it took
you're
the
in
mask
right now.
off. It took the mask off. It took the mask off. It took the beauty. It took the beauty. Whatever I was putting on women, it ain't on it no more. Now I can see you clearly.
Your glasses are on.
Yeah, I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Yeah.
So basically, I would say it's almost like a certain love. Almost like worshiping.
Yeah.
I worshipped women. And you ask people how I carry myself, man, that's why they be mad that they don't be around no more.
Yeah.
I treat you like royalty. I die for you. You my homegirl. We together. You, your husband, we all together. Yo, these my peoples. Passionate.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody taking that real extreme passion that they never had away. So that's what I know, and that's probably where my passion come from being trained to have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It started from sexual passion. That's where my passion started from, sex. Then I said, I don't want to, this ain't how I want to express myself.
Yeah. And
a woman taught me that. You're expressing yourself through sex and money.
Yeah.
So now I don't express myself at all.
And now
through sex or money.
And now it's a new type of way to learn yourself.
And they don't like that I recognize that I have emotional intelligence now.
No, but that's good though, because it's like a repellent.
It is good for me, but it ain't good for a bitch that want my nut and my money.
But that's amazing for you because it's, like I said, like a repellent.
Of course it's a repellent. But
like,
all right, so look. You good looking. What happens when you repel men?
Listen, I gotta repel all the type of men I gotta repel because
it's only my man. Yeah, but it's only a man. But I'm saying, what's the reaction when you repelling them?
Like not giving into the male gaze. Like, what do you mean?
Like you gotta sit here, get the fuck off me, leave me alone. I got a husband, married, leave me.
Yeah.
So, what do you think I'm doing? What do you think a woman, an emotional, unstable creature, is doing when a man is turning her down?
Oh, angry, do you know, throws a fit.
I get called all types of things. So
they'll call you gay.
I'll get called gay.
Yeah.
I get called a faggot, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Cause I don't want to take you out, bitch. You know what bitches slide in my inbox? Hey, double, take me out. Never, bitch. You don't tell me to take you out.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I'm a nigga that really go out. I go out. I like to go out to eat. I like to take my friends out.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's why it bothers me about like my baby mothers or the certain women that I see, and I'm really talking to them women. I ain't talking to all women.
Because those
are
the women that hurt
my women. It ain't even that they hurting themselves, and that's hurting me. When you don't take care of yourself, and I know you ain't healthy, that's hurting me.
Yeah.
When you got mental health issues and you won't correct, it's hurting me because I recognize it.
Yeah.
Because I had to deal with it. That's the thing. I recognize you can't get nothing past me. We just talked about a little bit of my history.
Yeah.
You don't know about me being in the streets and being a gang member and selling drugs. I seen everything. Politics. My case was because politics.
Mm-hmm.
So now I know politics is dirty, just like drugs. They're the bigger drug dealers or the bigger.
Yeah.
That's
when you get radicalized.
So what's my name? Double R, rebel with reason. I've always been radical. I always stand up for myself. That's why I always have problems.
Yeah.
I didn't know when I stood up to a woman, I would have more problems than I ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You heard that? Standing up to a woman that I love.
Yeah.
Woman that I die for.
Yeah.
Any of them. That's mine. They my peoples.
Mm-hmm.
You heard what I said? That's real. That's real shit. That's something I'm even just learning how to express.
Yeah.
Niggas can't even speak like this.
You had an awakening.
You had to know what it is first.
Yeah.
Like when you say what it is, you see how I told you exactly what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you exactly what it is with anything with me.
Yeah.
I self-reflect, I'm self-aware. And
That's
it's kind
the
of with
same way-
you. I say that's kind of with you.
Yeah. That's the same way I am. And
So you got a few more minutes or you want to wrap it up? Or you got how you want to do this?
we got a few more minutes, bro.
Gotta say like 5 minutes. Let's do 5 minutes. All right, so look. Let's talk about spoken third.
Yeah.
How you feel about spoken third? How you
Yo,
feel about
I'm
that?
so fucking excited because Marge just be coming at me. He be like, look at this video. He be showing me all these new
Shit
effects.
crazy, right?
Yo, because
You
when
say how far we
started-
came? Yeah.
Yo, when
You was in the
first-
beginning.
I was.
Like one of the first
Listen,
scenes, right?
I am a vet.
Yes.
And I'm proud of that because,
Absolutely.
look.
Because all the vets stick around and they supported and they helped out.
And it was so hard
It was
back
so
then.
risky, the timing.
Yes.
We ain't paying nobody yet.
Yeah, so it was the type of thing where you just have to live by it for the art, and that's just the type of person I am. I'm an artist, you know. You ain't gonna do the shit that you want to do because of money sometimes.
So you plan to continue
And-
moving forward with spoken
Fuck
third, with the
yeah,
universe, with
fuck
the.
yeah.
Do you plan to come back and maybe host podcasts and maybe bring a guest on here for yourself?
Listen,
and try it out.
I
Maybe?
always got a lot to say. I be like on some psychology.
So that's
type
what we
of shit,
doing. We
so-
looking for more podcasts, so especially that's already within
Yeah.
the company already, because it just keeps everything circulating. It just keeps
Yeah,
everything fresh
everybody
and new.
knows each other.
And just say, hey, you might take off before me. You might
Mhm.
want to see Khali and not double. Like that's cool with me. I'll fall back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you almost was kind of kicking my ass today. You almost got into me, but
If we had more time, I would have gotten into.
no, but you know why you really can't? Because I'm an honest person, and you a real honest person too. That's why we have very honest conversations publicly.
Yeah.
If we can have an honest conversation publicly on the status and have an honest conversation,
Yeah.
I ain't got no reason to lie to you. You ask a serious question, I feel comfortable
Yeah.
because I could recognize the same. I feel like I could, certain things a man ain't gonna ask a woman.
Yeah. most
But
definitely.
or just out of respect, especially when you married, it's just out of respect. But I feel that I could ask you a lot of things. Just I feel comfortable just with you being honest. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
But yeah, spoken third. We
lit.
recording. I hope I'm recording my scenes next month.
yeah.
March,
In about a
you
month or
better-
two, we gonna pick back up for the second half.
Papa Bear, you better.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, I was one of the first. We was recording with a little camera, and a lot of people will always just cancel on him, and he would just get so frustrated. And I'm like, listen, you just gotta. The people will
Yeah,
see
Mars
themselves
gave up.
out
Mars
the
gave
door.
up. Mars gave
Yeah.
up plenty of times. Like if I ain't, that's my man's. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, he be getting on my nerves with the business shit. But my personal life, that nigga be coming through.
Yeah.
He be coming through. So I
He's
come
a
through.
Cancer,
I come
yo.
through for him business like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, business, he already called me. He already know. But in my personal life, that nigga been coming through. Like he like Uncle Mars around here. Like I can't even knock him.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Like I said, he's a Cancer, so he got that motherly type of love.
Look,
with
let's
his
touch these
friends.
last little few topics out. It's a couple minutes.
Yeah.
My man been very patient and cool. Yo, he cool as hell over there. Shit. So I want to touch I'm gonna give it to you at one wop. I want to touch fitness.
Uh-huh.
So we want to get into the fitness videos. So I definitely want you to come back
Yeah.
respectfully. We ain't I know your husband. We ain't trying to be zoomed in on the boobs and stuff like that. We want to really promote health and wealth
Yeah.
because it goes with the acting, it goes with
Yeah.
the fitness, it goes with the podcasting and just speaking honest and
Yeah.
promoting health and wealth. So talk about fitness if you're interested in getting into the one of the
Oh,
fitness. We're gonna have
yeah,
fitness merch. Like we're gonna be selling fitness merch. Our company, me and Mars and stuff like that. So
I
and designer bags. Get into this because I be seeing you going crazy. I be
Listen,
saying you going crazy.
If you know this,
I be saying you
know
going
how hard
crazy.
this
Yeah,
must
so
be.
all right, let's go designer bag first. Let's make it quick.
Okay.
What's this right here? Cause that looks
Okay,
serious.
so this is
And it's
a,
vintage. Like, tell me how you got it.
Yes.
Where you, I know. I looked into you. So I'm like, let me see if her shit real. Then I'm like, oh, she really be posting. I seen your TikTok. I'm like, oh, you really be getting into it.
Yo, I do. So let me tell you, this is a Louis Vuitton. This is the denim line, and it's the GM size. I have the GM and
Do
the
they be having
Puma.
like years and stuff for this? shit?
Yeah, so this is from the early 2000s. So this bag got to be the same age as
I think
me.
I seen that yeah, I think I seen that in like videos like in the early. That's
Yeah,
why it made me say
so
something.
I
That's kind of hard.
I'm on the spectrum, and one of my things is handbags, and I'm just obsessed with them, and I'm obsessed with like the vintage ones because I feel like the newer
yeah.
ones are very
So,
lackluster.
can you come back to the company media podcast, either from Mars Multimedia or Blacshēp podcast, and maybe just do shorts on just bags, man.
Yeah,
just
I
have these
would-
conversations.
I
Maybe
would
even
love
get
to do
another
that.
lady to come just on fashion period
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Please, like that could be your lane. You can have your own segment. Let's get her a segment.
But yeah, and I feel like handbags, like Cardi B said, they're an amazing investment because, mind you, like when this bag when it came out, it was probably like $600. Now this bag is probably like close to $2,000.
So
It's an investment that always keeps going up. You know, you don't have to deal with tenants. You don't have
So
to
you
deal
basically
with this.
have an investment in bags that actually could turn
yeah.
out into something that could bring the
Yeah.
beat back if need be.
Yeah, listen. It's,
Would you turn it in? If
What?
you had to, would you turn in your babies for
listen,
that paper?
Some of them I do because I'll.
So you
look
got
at-
some off limits.
Yeah, some are off limits. Like this one's off limits. Some are, but there'll be others that
I'm kind of
make it
interested
the
in this. I don't know why I'm
sacrifice
interested in bags. Like this is kind of
because it's like shoes, you know,
It
like
is.
shoes will resell.
it's more
for
like a
crazy
collectible. That's what makes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I know, and I could tell like how passionate, and I could tell like how serious. That's why I looked at it, and I looked at the other day. I'm like, yo, she going crazy. And I didn't really understand it. So when I saw yours, that what made me do research.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I looked at the bag. I'm like, oh, that shit kind of heavy.
Yeah.
That's a heavy chunk.
Yeah, you'll get a Chanel bag, you know.
It's
and
like them
Chanel,
little joints 5, 10 for the baby
$10,000.
joint.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's get off this subject for people to start thinking I can afford this type shit. But back to the fitness.
I would love to do the fitness. I feel like the reason why I don't make as many fitness videos is because I be making some ugly ass faces when I'm lifting.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not like them Instagram girls where it's like,
Yeah, so that's why
no,
I
I be
invited
making
you.
them
Like
ugly
we want to
faces.
do a full production. You see how we doing for the movie?
Yeah.
We want to do real fitness video. Maybe
Yeah.
make a calendar, male and
Yeah, that'd
females.
be
We
lit.
want to promote like actual health. When we get you might get help with that too. So
Yeah,
maybe
of
hit
course.
Mars up. And we could see like where you could get in, fit in. You could take lead on some of these projects,
always
make some
for
money,
it.
and you
I'm
you know
always for it.
you could do it via because we know you in
And I
Florida.
told him,
Do it via, you know what I'm saying?
I told him, I was
Via
like,
satellite.
I was like, we gotta make a show like on some strip club type shit. you know?
Absolutely.
And I'm
It's
writing
like
a
a nightlife.
book.
And you gotta bring us to Florida. We gotta be able to come out there. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta be able to show us a good time. Like you know what I mean? You and your husband show us. So we might need a spot to film at. Y'all gotta put us on and stuff like that. So that's what we plan on doing. We plan on traveling with all our people that we work with. We plan on getting Airbnbs, filming out of state,
Yeah.
incorporated in any one of the programs or films we
Yeah.
got going. So
It's bigger than this, you know.
it's the universe, baby.
Yeah.
So you're a part of the universe.
Listen,
And
we're gonna
yeah.
keep working. We're gonna keep working.
We had a couple of topics left, but we pretty much.
But we
covered
can get
everything.
onto that later.
Yeah, we can have a part
gotta go.
2, or you know, we could get you the host, and you could go spar with somebody else, man. Yeah, I don't gotta spar with you every time, man. You could get somebody else up here. I'm saying if y'all can handle yourselves, man. You know, Black Sheep Podcast is a traveling podcast. We go anywhere.
Yeah.
We discuss anything. You know what I mean? Shout out to our silence partners. Shout out to Common Crazy. I love this hat. It's my favorite hat, and I stole it. I love you, Ab. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
with Common Crazy, that story is like
Yeah,
crazy.
Common Crazy. Those
like,
my guys. I love them. I came home into that, so I feel like
Crazy.
I'm a wavy goon and I'm Common Crazy. You feel what I'm saying? And we moving more forward with the commercial.
Yeah.
Black Sheep Podcast, Black Sheep Fitness,
Yeah.
Black Sheep the movie where we're gonna be filming in Essex County. So we doing everything we doing out here
Yeah.
in Plainfield and Union County with everything we doing with people that you grew up
Yeah.
with. Now we about to take it in Newark. We about to do it with my family, people I
With
grew
my
up with.
husband's family,
we gonna
yo.
spread. Your husband from Newark?
Yeah, he is.
So man, yo, your husband Hispanic?
No, my husband's black.
Oh, you black? All right, man. So look, man, tell your husband, you know, Mark, I got a role for you. You from where I'm from. Your lady, then we going to bring you into the north. We got whatever you want to do. You want to be a
Yeah.
gangster? You want to play the cop? You want to play the investor, computer guy? Yo, holla at her. She going to plug you in. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring the love that we showing in Plainfield. We're going to bring it in Nook, and we're going to keep going up, and we're going to keep getting bigger with our conglomerate. And then hopefully we just bring it to Florida.
Yeah. I'm just so happy you had me and I got to hop on here.
This is dope, man. I got you at 3 different angles, baby. You look great with the lights. We in Black Wall Studios. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Risco.
We crunched on time, though. So
yeah, we 10 minutes over. Mars going to be happy. We ain't go over an hour. Shout out to Mars. That's my guy. Let's get it.